Hey peeps! Guess what? We are in LA today and we are with Daisy.
Hi.
She is the founder of a company called Banish. And she is going to work on my face today. You guys are always like, oh, leave your face alone, quit playing with your face. I don't care what y'all people say. I am getting older and you can clearly see from the color of my face to the color of my spray tan that I don't let the sun get on my face. I haven't since I turned 30 when I saw my very first wrinkle. But I do like to get treatments to try to help the anti-aging, you know, try to slow down the process just a little bit. I know we're all going to get older, but you can look great while you're getting older, right?
You look great.
And so she's going to try this on me today.
Yes,
it's exciting. She's going to tell you all about it.
Yeah, thank you, Teresa.
Yes.
So I started Banish 5 years ago. I also have a YouTube channel, which we'll have linked below. But when I started my YouTube channel, I struggled so much with acne and scarring and all that kind of stuff. And what I realized was I'm allergic to basically every single thing out there. Everything makes me break out. And so I would just be putting stuff on my face, and I realized it would make me break out even more and more and more. I actually discovered microneedling, this was 5 years ago, when I went to a plastic surgeon, and I wanted to get my face all lasered because I was like, just get all the scars off my face, do all that. And he actually said that he didn't recommend lasers because he thought they were very like kind of invasive, and there's a lot of downtime, and for somebody with like brown pigment, because I'm Asian,
right?
It's not going to produce a good result. So he said, try this thing out. It's called microneedling, and you use it with this kind of vitamin C concoction. And I was like, no way am I going to use needles on my face. What are you talking about? I came here because I want you to burn off all the scars, blah, blah, blah. And so I actually did try it. He gave me some. I did try it. People on my YouTube channel were like, oh my God, Daisy, where did your scarring go? Because I would do makeup tutorials. And they're like, I want to use whatever it is you're using.
Right.
And so I sold a few, and the rest is history. So microneedling is so effective, and you can do it at like medical offices, the PRP facial you've done.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, so those are really effective. But if you want a more simple at-home treatment to see if it works for you, then this is what the Banish kit is all about. So started Banish 5 years ago, and it started with the Banish kit, which is our microneedling tool. This is our new Banisher 2.0. This is our patented design and utility, and it has tiny, tiny little gold needles. They're titanium needles, electroplated in 24 karat gold. So gold helps stimulate more collagen than this.
Right.
So yeah, this has been really good. And what it basically does is it'll prick tiny, tiny little holes in Teresa's face. They're microscopic. You're not going to be able to see them. They don't draw blood because the length of our needle is the absolute perfect length to stimulate the right amount of collagen without giving you more trauma. So there shouldn't be any bleeding, any kind of downtime or whatever. So it will stimulate collagen. And then our Banish oil.
So as y'all know, y'all have seen my videos where I do the vampire facial, which that draws blood. Like when I get that done, I'm a bloodied mess, So the great thing is that a lot of times I try to get a vampire facial or something like that about once a month or so. So with this is great because this is something I can actually do at home at my convenience as often as I want.
Yeah, once a week.
Once a week, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's better than once a month. So this is great to be able to have something in home that you can do in your bathrobe, in the privacy of your own home, once a week without having to go to a spa.
And then you can wear makeup or whatever, next day, really little downtime.
Right.
And then the Banish kit also comes with the Banish oil. This is a cult favorite. People are obsessed about this product. And the reason being is we make this fresh every day in our facility in Pasadena, California. And I wanted to share with you guys, I don't know if people know this, but vitamin C serums.
Yes.
What color are they usually when you use them?
Kind of a brownish color.
So companies do that because after a while, the vitamin C will oxidize and it'll turn orange. Right? And so because ours are made fresh, like when you order the product, we will make it in our facility and then ship it out that day.
Oh, wow.
Ours is, I don't know if you can tell, but ours is clear.
Crystal clear.
Crystal clear. Because it's the most effective form, ascorbic acid, L-ascorbic acid, is the most effective form of vitamin C.
So if say you have it at your house, this bottle would last what?
It depends how often you use it.
Right, but
3
so
to 6 months.
after time, does it turn?
Yes, it does. And so it's cool. I'll just leave sometimes this out. I'll leave it, on my counter for over a year, and then it'll be orange.
Right.
And I compare it side by side, and you can see that it's orange. If it's orange, it still works, but it's just not as effective.
Right.
But other vitamin C serums on the market, they actually color it orange, so that way you're not exactly sure when
how old it is.
Mm-hmm. So really, for vitamin C, it's very unstable. So that's why it's really important that you use fresh vitamin C.
Right.
And what vitamin C does is it helps build the collagen and elastin fibers in your skin. So after we're going to prick tiny, tiny micro holes with the gold-plated bristles, we're going to put the banish oil on. It's going to stimulate that collagen production.
So is this safe to be used on the neck too?
You can use it on the neck, yes, but
the aging neck.
we can try it on the neck and see. I personally haven't used it, but it should be fine to use.
Well, no, but for someone my age, I'm older,
I don't know if it hurt.
Well, I'm sure it's going to hurt a little bit, but still, I mean, like, I think it would help with collagen and everything, because I try to do, once you get to be my age, and y'all know, I turned 57, but, some of you always get on my channel and get hateful and tell me how much surgery I've had. Y'all, I've never had any surgery done to my face whatsoever, ever. No nose job, the only thing I've ever had is Botox. I get stuff like the PRP, the vampire facial. I've had some laser, invasive, they say invasive. But I've never done anything other than Botox, some filler in my lips, but this is my face. And so, I'm one of the only women I know that is my age that doesn't mind getting on camera with no makeup on and looking like hell. But I think it's good for a woman to do what she can do.
Right.
To try to look her best, no matter what age you are.
Exactly, and I think it really helps with the confidence, right?
Like,
even if you, outside, who cares what you look like outside? If you feel good about doing it, do whatever you want to do, right? So,
Okay.
So let's get started.
Yes.
So we'll use all of the products, I guess, in the Vanish kit today in our Vanish starter kit. Yep. So, so this is the Vanisher, this was talking about. And so what this cap does is it will clean the Vanisher. So all you have to do is use some rubbing alcohol.
Pour it in the cap. Which is great.
Pour it in the cap to the fill line.
And then she just screws it on.
Yeah, so we screw it on here. Let this sit. You can store it this way, but we're going to screw it on. You can also flip it upside down to kind of clean it around. So we're just going to leave that in here. Going to leave it for just a couple minutes while we do the other stuff. So it's important every time you use it, you clean it because
bacteria.
Yes, bacteria can grow on there. You want to make sure you're not sharing it with anyone. You also want to make sure you replace it. We say after every 9 uses, you want to replace it because there is potential for the needles to get bent or dull. It's kind of like shaving yourself. You don't want to use a dull blade.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So it's really important. Okay, so the first thing.
This amazing roller. Oh my gosh. I have a rose quartz one that I absolutely love. And now that this is like amazing.
So this is called our pore smasher, and you just pop it in the freezer, and all it does is it kind of helps.
It feels so good.
Yeah, I use this when I have migraines.
Right.
Just like hold
that's
it on
a good
my
idea.
head. Yeah. It just helps close the pores because anything cold will constrict the blood vessels and kind of tighten the pores.
So you want to tighten the pores before you put all these needle marks in your face.
Yep, and sometimes people do it. They kind of freeze it, and they want to kind of numb the skin. So it also can help numb the skin.
Oh, that's a good idea too.
Like this. Yeah.
But I have a very high tolerance for pain.
Oh, that's great.
As I say that. But no, normally I can get the vampire facial done without any numbing.
Really?
Yes.
What a boss.
I know. Or like when I get filler in my lips, I don't even get numbed up. I'm just like, just do it.
Amazing.
I know. So.
Okay, so then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use the activated clay charcoal mask. And this is activated charcoal. So what activated charcoal does is it acts as a magnet to like suck in all the oil and bacteria from the pores and from your skin. So people who do have active acne or certain kind of breakouts, this also helps kind of suck out all the bacteria and oil, because when you have acne, that's when bacteria in a hair follicle get clogged up.
Right.
Forming a pimple.
So did the doctor ever tell you why you ended up with such bad acne? Because I have a daughter, she just turned 30, but she had beautiful skin until she got pregnant with her 10-year-old twins.
Yeah.
And during her pregnancy, she got the most horrifying acne. And no matter what we used during that pregnancy, it didn't work. And she was left, so it was all hormonal.
Yes.
But she was left with horrible, horrible scarring. And we have tried everything, have spent thousands and thousands of dollars trying to help her with her acne marks. And so this is going to be great.
Usually the acne that scars is because of hormones. Because it gets really deep, it gets cystic, and it will cause scarring.
Yes.
So if you do have cystic acne that scars, first figure out your hormones. There's probably something out of whack.
Yeah.
So we really advocate healthy eating and dieting and all that kind of stuff. You can find more resources on our website. So we're going to use also the Vitamin C Beauty Elixir. This is a spray. It has vitamin C in here, which I love because it helps promote collagen production. But you can see in our ingredient list we have no alcohol. So alcohol is very drying to the skin and it'll kind of cause like the wrinkles and the dryness if you use it for a prolonged period of time. And it has all natural ingredients. One of the first ingredients is aloe vera juice. So just putting aloe vera in your skin. So this is really great to just spray on whenever, wherever. But I'm going to just put a little bit of the charcoal mask. You just need a tiny bit and spray it in here and just mix. I wash my hands.
And have you ever noticed when you look on the ingredients on lotion, there's always alcohol in lotion?
Yeah, there's alcohol, there's silicones.
It's like amazing.
You're like, sort of
here we are putting lotion on our bodies to try to keep moisturized, and yet it's got alcohol in it, and it dries us out. That's because the lotion companies want to stay in business.
And you realize like a lot of the ingredients in skincare are filler ingredients, which means it increases the volume of the product, but it doesn't necessarily do much.
Right.
So we just use the pure ingredients. You can Google through every single one of our ingredients. There's a reason for it to be there. Okay.
So I've never had charcoal on my face, so this
really?
So this will be fun.
Okay, so we'll just put it. Maybe we'll put it on the T-zone. How about that?
It's very cooling.
You can also, if you're acne prone, you can use apple cider vinegar. That helps. It's an antibacterial, right?
Right.
Antiseptic, so it kind of can kill the bacteria in your skin. You can use water.
Have you ever drank it?
I drink it all the time.
Yeah, it's amazing to drink.
I love anything with vinegar. I love.
I could go to bed one night looking like this, scare my husband. Hi, honey.
I should do it together.
My husband's the worst when it comes to moisturizing or anything. I always try to get him to get facials, and he's like, no, real men don't do that. And I'm like, yeah, they do.
And it's not fair because they always have the best skin.
I know. And they don't use anything.
They don't do anything.
They shave their face and they go to work, and I'm like, how? You don't use an ounce of moisturizer and look at your skin.
Yeah, because they don't go through the monthly fluctuations we do. So.
And I think sometimes women just are more stressed out with
right?
Trying to hold down jobs and kids and schedules, and I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. You have children, you're an entrepreneur, you do this YouTube, you go to red carpets, you film collabs, like, girl, how do you have the energy?
I just love being busy. I've always been this way. Always. Love how this is looking. Feels really good.
Yeah, so it's going to tighten, and then you won't be
able to I was going to say, it feels like it's tightening.
Yeah, so, I didn't actually put that much on, but I think it's okay. Okay.
Feels good.
Then we're going to so this is the pumpkin enzyme mask. This is, after the banish oil, I would say a cult favorite too. People love this, especially if you have acne. It has naturally 3% glycolic acid, which helps slough off all the dead skin cells. So it really helps if you have acne, because Again, when you have acne, it means bacteria is clogging your pores. So you want to make sure you're sloughing off the dead skin regularly so nothing can get clogged up. But it's also really good if you want to prevent, aging or wrinkles or fine lines, because you really need to force your skin to like grow new baby skin.
Yeah.
That's really like how you can improve your skin, is to make it produce more, right?
Right.
So this has a little bit, it's made out of pure pumpkin.
Does it smell like pumpkin?
It does.
Oh. Ooh, it smells like pumpkin pie.
Yeah, it smells like pumpkin pie. I have a Labradoodle. Every time I put it on, she starts licking my face. So.
Like, no, baby, no.
No.
So you do all of this before you poke the skin with holes?
Yes, you can. Or you can alternate days.
Uh-huh.
So I would recommend, if you're first starting out, to alternate, because that might be a little sensitive.
Right. So what's the purpose of doing this before you poke the holes? I would have thought we would have done this after the holes were poked. No?
You don't want to do anything to your skin after the holes are poked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because your skin's going to be very sensitive.
Right.
And you don't, so it's very, very important, whatever you put on your face after you poke the holes, for it to be natural.
Right.
Because then it might clog your skin or make it break out. It's really important you're very careful with what you put on your skin afterwards. So
Got it.
So we recommend, after you poke your holes and the banish oil, spray it with the elixir and then go to bed. Do something.
Which is not what we're doing today.
Which is not what we're doing today.
So don't do what I'm doing today. I know, every time I want to do something, like even if it's the vampire facial, they'll say, well, how much downtime do you have? And I'm like, none.
You just like throw on your makeup right after.
I know. They're like, well, you need to at least wait 24 hours. I'm like, you don't understand my schedule.
You don't understand my schedule. I know. It's funny because I try to use the Banish kit on my lives.
Right.
But I need to wear makeup the next day.
I know.
Or I need to go somewhere. So.
Right? Yeah, they're always saying, I'd love to do this treatment on your face, but you need a week downtime. And I'm like, who's got a week downtime? And I'm like, well, I'm going to Cabo for Christmas, but I don't want to look ugly while I'm in Cabo, so I don't want something done before I leave for Cabo, so yeah, they're always like, you need some downtime. I'm like, I don't know anybody that's got that kind of downtime. Seriously.
Yeah, I tried doing laser on my skin afterwards.
Uh-huh.
You can't go out in the sun.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't exercise for a week. I was like, what's the time for that?
I know. Invariably, they're always like, you need to take some downtime. I'm like, I don't have any. So I don't know. Maybe y'all don't have as crazy schedule as I do, but I don't have downtime. Even when I'm sick, I'm like,
oh yeah, you're like, I'm still working.
Oh, I'm still working. I'm like, give me some drugs. I got to get back to work. Get me over this. Like the other day, I started to feel like I was coming down to something, and I knew I was coming to LA, and I was like, I had my IV come over, my IV guy come over. I'm like, pump me full of some fluids and some vitamins. I can't be sick.
Yeah.
I'm very proactive when it comes to not wanting to be sick.
I'm that girl in the airplane, so when I get on the flight, I have my system. So I have hand sanitizing wipes. I'll spray everything around me. I'll wipe everything down.
Everything down.
I'm like, I cannot afford to get sick.
I know.
So.
I'm same way. They come by with a little washcloth. I wash everything down.
I mean, it's really gross. Like you don't want to know.
Oh yeah, and the one thing I never wash down that I should remember, but I don't, is that seatbelt clasp. That's probably the dirtiest thing on the entire airplane, is that seatbelt clasp, and I always forget. I'm wiping down my tray and my everything else, but that seatbelt.
Sometimes I do it with my sleeves over, so I'm not actually touching. Just basically don't touch your face, or
your
if
nose.
you're eating anything, don't use your fingers. Yeah,
it's the worst. It's bad enough that we get the regurgitated air when you're flying.
Yes.
But the germs that are just around you is just horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, this is really tightening.
Yeah, so the charcoal is tightening it. I don't know if you felt stinging from the pumpkin.
Little tiny bit.
Yeah, so that's the glycolic acid working. You probably are very used to stinging and high pain tolerance. So for others, it feels really stingy.
No, it's not bad for me, but I can feel it.
Okay.
I can really feel it tightening all in here.
Yeah, so you want to wait until it's like a light gray. We're almost there. We're almost there. Yeah. And if you put it all around your face, it'll tighten your face. You won't be able to move it.
Like cement. Yeah, so immediately following this, I have to put makeup on.
Yeah, so we'll just do a
So
light, a baby treatment.
don't follow me. You don't do what I'm doing today.
And if you weren't wearing that shirt, I would put some pumpkin on your neck, so that way it can help slough off.
You want me to just
Do you want to? I don't want to get it on your
No,
shirt.
we can just tuck it down. I'm not wearing this for the next filming anyway, so.
Okay.
So have you always been interested in beauty industry, or this is a new venture for you?
No, because I've always suffered with my skin. My skin has been my biggest insecurity all my life. Like, even now I have eczema. Like, my skin is just not cooperative. So I was always researching and trying to figure out, like, how can I control it, manage it.
And you've always worked with trying to make sure your hormones are straightened out and everything?
And just not using products that make me break out.
Right.
Everything makes me break out.
Right.
I'm very, very allergic to a lot of stuff. And even the current acne treatments, like, for example, benzoyl peroxide, are you familiar?
Yeah, we did that for my daughter too.
Okay, yeah, it it stains your bed sheets and your towels and your hair. It bleaches your hair. Right. Think about what that's doing inside your body.
Exactly.
And it builds up. So I just realized that stuff made my skin way worse.
This really does smell like pumpkin pie.
Yeah, so all of our products are natural. So you can see pumpkin.
So, because you did have problems with the acne, did you ever try that Proactive or whatever?
Yeah, I tried it.
We tried that for my daughter too.
It worked a little bit, but I just don't respond well to all those chemicals.
Right.
It just
a lot of chemicals.
Yeah, it just made me break out even more in the long run.
Smells really good. But I love it that it's a in-home, at-home.
Yes. Yes, in-home, at-home. Basically, you can do really the same thing you get at a medical place.
Right.
At home.
You guys can see all this gray.
It's drying up.
Yes. So does this help in the pores too? Because I know a lot of women, as we get older, we get larger pores.
Yeah, so the charcoal will help with sucking it out. Yeah.
Okay.
But once a pore is large, it's really hard to get it small. So for me, what happened, I used those Biore pore strips.
Yes.
And I have YouTube videos, and it scarred my skin because it would just be pulling it out like every night.
Oh, yeah.
But it actually, it really damages your skin. So you have to be careful about what you're using because you never know, what could happen. Yeah.
Right. Wow. Yeah. I mean, the only time I ever had bad acne was somewhere around when I hit about 40 years old.
Oh, okay.
Suddenly, it was right here on my jawline.
Yeah, it's
nowhere else. The rest of my skin looked beautiful, but just right here on my jawline and under my chin, I mean, horrible, boils almost.
Yeah, no, I had.
And no doctor could tell me what was wrong. I'm like, seriously, you can't tell me what was wrong? I mean, I figured it out on my own.
They're like, it's stress. I'm like.
Yeah. It just came out of nowhere. And then, of course, I was piling on more makeup to try to cover it up. It was horrible. It was horrible. But I finally figured out it was my hormones.
Yeah, it's all about hormones. So if you are getting that cystic acne, especially the jawline, that's where you know it's hormonal.
Yeah.
Yes. Teenage acne is on your forehead. So usually we don't get scarring on the forehead.
Right.
We'll get scarring on the cheeks and the jawline. And for me, my skin, every time I get a pimple, it scars. I don't know, it just likes to scar, so I have to be very proactive.
Do you touch it?
I don't touch it, it just scars.
Really?
What happens with my skin is if I wash my face, because it's a boil, it pops. It just pops on its own.
Yeah.
And there's nothing I can do about it other than to kind of treat the scarring afterwards. So.
Wow. I'm going to go to the bathroom.
And just wash it all off.
Okay.
Yep.
So as you can see, I'm very red. But my skin is very tight. It feels like a baby's butt.
Yeah.
It's so
smooth. Yeah. Your skin is really smooth.
It's wow. I'm like, wow, feel how soft that is.
Yeah. Because the activated charcoal will just squeeze it all out.
It's so firm and tight and soft. Feels good.
Feels good. So it'll subside later. So we're going to do the banisher. So we soaked it with alcohol. And it's very, very, very tiny little bristles. Titanium electroplated in 24 karat gold, and gold helps further stimulate collagen, so we want as much as collagen stimulation as we can get.
Right.
What you can do before you put this on, if you're scared of pain, it doesn't hurt. I think it feels like, I think it hurts less than tweezing your eyebrows, but
Right.
depends on pain tolerance. You can use the pore smasher before, put it in the freezer to numb your face a little bit, but most people don't. Most people are actually okay with not doing anything. Okay, so we're going to, let's see, we want to focus maybe on the temples. You feel it?
Yeah, but like, it's nothing. Yeah, it's like you said, probably tweezing your eyebrows hurts worse.
Yeah. So what I do is I will just stamp it on the skin, let it go, and I'll just rotate it a little bit so you get like multiple holes in there.
Right. So I'm someone that's very, very sensitive to anything that happens under my eyes.
Okay.
So if you're like me and you like swell up for no reason under your eyes, you'll probably want to not use this near your eyes, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, we don't recommend it.
It's really weird. Like anything I ever do, like if you ever see me on film and I've puffed up right here, it's because we've done something. And even some ingredients on certain face things will cause me to swell right here. It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's a very sensitive area for me. I don't know why.
So if you want to like blow your mouth like a little bit, yeah. So we can get here. Do you feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it doesn't really hurt.
Yeah. So here we can just build some collagen around the mouth area. And the reason why I wanted to do a stamper versus a roller, so the first version we had was a roller, because a lot of our customers have active acne.
Right.
So they cannot roll over a certain area. So I wanted somewhere where you could just treat wherever it is that you want to treat and get on with your life instead of having to roll your entire face.
Right.
Yeah, your skin is really strong. There's like nothing, like there's no...
Yeah, I have tough skin.
Yes.
Like I said, probably 5 years ago I was using like a roller thing and it had really long.
Yeah.
And it drew blood, but...
That's why your skin is so like tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so does this hurt?
Nuh-uh. I mean, I can feel it, but it's not so painful that I'd want you to stop.
Okay.
That the forehead has less fat than anywhere else in your body, so usually your forehead's more sensitive to anything.
So sometimes they do a smaller size needle on the forehead because it does have less fat, but they did the PRP on your forehead, right? Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because I've done the PRP, the forehead is the most tender area when you're doing that PRP.
So how often do you do the PRP?
I like to do it like once a month.
Okay.
Sometimes I get so busy and I forget, and it ends up being like once every 2 months. But I like to do it about once a month. I think it's good to get in there and try to disrupt your skin and cause it to say, hey, let's grow.
So do you find that that's the most effective facial you do?
I do. I do. So I guess there's a difference between PRP and vampire. Some people promote the vampire facial as the PRP, where they actually draw your blood out, spin it, the platelets, so on and so forth, and put that back on your face. And then there's other people that the vampire facial is just basically going in and using a machine that pretty much puts needles all over your face, which draws blood, but they don't use the platelets. So I don't know. I guess you would probably need to check with the spa to find out which vampire facial they actually have.
Okay, there you go. So you can see I'm kind of churning it a tiny bit, so that way we get even pressure on it. I don't see any irritation. All right. So that took what, like a couple of minutes? So then
it took 5 minutes.
Afterwards, you want to definitely make sure that you store it back like this to clean it.
So you're located actually here in LA,
Yes, we're located in LA.
and you said the factory's in Pasadena.
Pasadena, yes. So yeah, that's where we started, and that's where we've been.
Right.
So we ship from Pasadena. We fill. We make some of the products there. So we have a team there. Every morning they're so diligent and wonderful. They go in at like 7 a.m. and just start shipping.
Wow.
Start shipping, and they're
Good
so
team.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so great, and they're so methodical, and they've been really, really good. So I'm very, very happy because, when I started the business, it was kind of like the people who make the products are so, so, so important. So it's really important.
Huge, because
hire
that,
good people.
you have to hire good people because that's your name.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
And so those employees are a direct reflection of you.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah. And
Yeah.
I know back when I had my health clubs, sometimes you have to go through 20 people to find a good one.
Yeah. No, we go. Now I have the system down, but it took a lot of trial and error.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so now we're gonna put on the banish oil. And this is what it is. And right after you use the banisher, you want to put it on right after, so that way the holes are fresh.
Right.
And you can use your hands. I'm going to just use a cotton pad, so that way it's cleaner. You can use about a dropper full, half a dropper full, somewhere around there. So you can see it's clear. It's not orange because it's fresh vitamin C. The purest form is L-ascorbic acid. So when you go and purchase vitamin C from like a department store, you want to read the ingredients.
Right.
There's different derivatives of vitamin C, and they're not all effective.
Right.
Or as effective.
Right.
So the thing about vitamin C is that it's not stable. Over time it will churn, which is why our products are made fresh, because we can't store it for like 6 months.
Right.
It's not going to work.
Right. But like you said, as a customer that orders this, if it sits on your shelf for 2-3 months, don't be alarmed that it does turn color.
Yeah.
It's still good.
It's still good, but it's just not as good.
Right.
So, yeah, if you order our products, they will be made within like 1 day, so you know you're getting the fresh.
So hopefully if someone's doing this once a week, they go through their product at a good pace anyways, so they should be ordering some new.
Yes, we have a subscription option in
Right.
which you get a discount. Yep. So also, it feels a little sticky, right? Do you feel a little sticky?
No.
Okay. Sometimes people say it feels sticky.
Yeah.
It's because we use glycerin in the product, which is a really great humectant. It kind of moisturizes the skin.
Right.
Other brands will use propylene glycol. That's what they use in antifreeze or e-cigarettes. That stuff makes me break out. So
Wow. E-cigarettes?
E-cigarettes, yeah. So companies will use different kind of, like the base, so that way it doesn't freeze in transit and all that. But
Right.
it's funny because for the vitamin C beauty elixir, we have, very rarely, but sometimes customers in Canada will be like, my vitamin C elixir froze.
Oh yeah, because it gets so cold up
It
there.
gets so cold and we ship it, and we don't put any kind of preservative that will prevent it from freezing. So we're
Right.
like, if it's not necessary for your skin, don't use it on yourself. And I just think it's cool because it like proves that we don't have any of that stuff. But you could put preservatives to make it not freeze in transit. Yeah, so that's why it's a little sticky, because it's glycerin. But glycerin is used in soaps and candies, so it's a very natural product. So that's done. And then all we're going to do for the final touch is we're going to spray with the vitamin C beauty elixir. Again, one of the first ingredients is aloe vera leaf juice and vitamin C. So it's natural, no alcohol, it's not going to dry you out. So you just set it and then you're done.
That felt good.
Yeah, so it has
It
some
smells good too.
peppermint, eucalyptus. Yeah.
Smells good. So what do you guys think? A little red.
What do you think?
Little red. But I think that's a good sign. It's a good thing. My skin feels very tight.
Yeah.
Like I said, it feels good.
Yes.
And the needler did not hurt. I know I'm a lot stronger faced than a lot of people, but it definitely did not hurt. But I've done it enough, so.
Right.
Anyways, but I would highly recommend this so that I could do it in the privacy of my own
In
home.
the privacy of your own
At
home.
night when
You can
I'm
bring
done.
it when you travel.
You can
yeah.
take it when you travel. It's
Yes.
like amazing.
Yes.
So you guys, we're going to make sure we put all the information in the description box below. Where to find her, it's banish.com.
Banish.com, yeah, and we'll have Theresa Roemer as the coupon code if they do want to save.
There you go, guys.
Yeah, some
There
money
you
on
go.
there. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So check her out. You're also on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're on Instagram. Banish acne scars. So the one thing I want to say is getting rid of acne scars is very similar to building collagen of the skin. It's
Right.
all about pushing the skin out.
Yes.
Right? For acne scars, you have a dent. You want to push it up. Wrinkles, fine lines, you have it goes down. You want
Right.
to push it out. So
Right.
microneedling works really well for either of those concerns.
Yes. So I want to thank Daisy, oh my gosh, for doing this with me. I mean, this is amazing. I cannot wait to have my own little kit and do it myself and travel with it and
Yeah.
everything. Like, because sometimes, guys, when I travel overseas, I feel like my skin gets really just
Right.
tired and yucky and ever. So to have this even with me when I'm overseas, to be able to do this while I'm traveling,
Right.
what a refresher for my face.
Yeah,
like,
especially
seriously.
I bring the elixir in my purse.
Right.
So every 15 minutes I'm spraying my face because it's so dry. and
Right,
plain. Yeah.
right. So once again, guys, amazing. Make sure you get out there and follow her. We're going to put everything in the description box below. Leave your comments on what you guys think. We'd love to hear your comments because you sat here and watched me get it done. Don't be scared of the redness. It's a good thing. I am going to be putting on makeup though because I have to go do another filming later today. So with that said, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you get out there and follow her. Make sure you get out there and look at her websites
Yes.
and look at all these products. It's amazing. I cannot wait to do it myself and have fun with this. So
Thank you.
thank you guys, and until
Thanks.
next time, bye-bye.
Bye.